All right, go.
10, 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
10, 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... Can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
10, 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Julito McCullum from HBO's The Wire. Some people say it's the greatest TV show ever, but you are watching Fireside Chats with the homie Big Chief Burrito.
Oh, hey Rick, you seen that show that's on social media? There's a lot of shows on social media, Morty. You're gonna have to narrow it down. There's a 2 a.m. burrito. Oh yeah, I do like a burrito at 2 a.m. Morty. It's a show. You should watch it.
Thank you. And it's important for us to focus on the groups of people so they can share their stories. This award goes to a director, producer, and writer who has demonstrated excellence in this category. He is advancing and supporting the industry in our city through all ways, the advocating for diversity on and off screen. Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Martinez.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. 2 a.m. burrito in the house.
Can't have a background up. All right. Hey, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Lou Martinez, aka at Big Chief Burrito, live with you on a Friday. Coffee with the Chief. My new weekly, bi-weekly, Monday, Friday segment. Quick dramatic turn here. New weekly show where you have Coffee with the Chief. And what's up, Alex? Over on Instagram. What's up, guys? Joining us on Twitch. Guys, people joining us on YouTube. Friday morning. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Galentine's Day. Dia del Amor la Amistad. To all the girls I've loved before. All my exes. I'm just kidding. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. What are we going to talk today about? We have a couple of things going on in the world. I wanted to touch base on a couple of sports stories that are interesting. do my breakdown of the Luka Lakers trade and a couple of other things happening in sports. Promo, some things happening in local San Diego, the world. We have Keithan Jones from kid-comics.com on the show this week, and he has an event this Saturday and Sunday at Balboa Park at the World Beat Center, Balboa Park, called Black Comics Day. Over 30 comics from San Diego and around the U.S. and the world coming by. There will be panels, there'll be swag, it's a free all ages event. Free parking in Balboa Park there or across the street from the World Beat Center. So go by if you are in San Diego. It's a great event this Saturday and Sunday, hosted by Keithan Jones. And shout out to the World Beat Center. We did have our first ever, not first ever, but one of our first movie screenings and the premiere of Blacklisted, one of our feature films, premiered at an event in World Beat Center. They were nice enough to host us. We had like 100 people there. It was great. We got to watch our movies and a couple of other films with some friends. So, what is everybody doing for Valentine's Day? My two Valentines are right there. That's my boy Baxter, and then also is back here on the floor behind me. For some reason, he likes to be there while I'm doing shows. But what's going on in the world today? We're looking at the reaction that everybody had to the new Captain America movie. I haven't seen it. If you saw it, what did you think? Let me know. Is it back to the old Marvel, or is it a mix of new and old? How do you guys think Mackie did as Captain America, Red Hulk, all the stuff that I guess you kind of already know where the movie's going because they teased and they showed us Red Hulk. I'm not a huge fan of films just giving away everything in their trailers, as kind of has been the new normal over the last, I would say, 5 to 7 years. But I am interested. I've really been caught up with Marvel at all several years ago. So after Endgame, I was like sort of hit or miss which ones I would try to watch or not watch. So I'm open to taking a look at it. Should I waste my time with it? What are we going to do? Et cetera, et cetera. In sports news, and because I am a resident of San Diego and recently a recovered Mets fan, as a Jets fan, I'm not really rooting for the Jets right now until they get some of their shit together. Antonio Gates is going into the Hall of Fame. Tight end, one of the best. And again, there was this whole thing with Austin Rivers last year, right? Was it last year where he said that, a ton of basketball players could play in the NBA, but not any, obviously a ton of basketball players play in the NBA. A ton of basketball players could play in the NFL, but very few NFL players could transition to the NBA. And, Antonio Gates was a power forward center in college, never played football, and somehow came to the Chargers and wreck shop for several years as clear-cut number one tight end in football. He was at his peak, was he equal to or greater than Kelsey? If I was going to start a football team and I had to choose a tight end for 5 years at their peak, would I want Travis Kelsey or Antonio Gates? I would still want Antonio Gates. I think Kelsey's maybe a more well-rounded player, maybe, but Antonio Gates was just a fucking beast. Just throw it up, let him fucking jump up and get it, in the end zone. Just huge plays, clutch player. So, all right, let me see if I can get this shared with you guys real quick, because there's a cool video of LT and him going into the Hall of Fame. Let's see if this will play.
I'm rolling. Here they come. Turn the corner.
KC. Oh, that's good.
Hey, man.
Wow.
It's my honor to welcome you to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, class of 2025.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
My man, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Wow. Y'all good with this stuff, man. Oh, wow, man. Oh, wow, man. It's funny because I just lost my dad. I just buried my dad a week ago, Saturday. And he would always talk about being a competitor, being tough. And, man, whew. It's tough, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Antonio, congrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Well earned.
Appreciate it, man.
Well earned,
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
And they got you
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. They got me.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
That's cool that they had LT surprise him. I've gone on record as saying that since I'm sort of listen, I like Aaron Glenn as a coach for the Jets, but as a Jets fan, I'm sort of off the bandwagon for right now. I'm really not trying to spend a lot of energy on the New York Jets. So the only Jets jersey that I would wear going forward is a number 21 LT jersey, because when LT was on the Jets, he was a beast. He still had a lot of juice left in the tank. He had some incredible runs. He was a really good player for those Jets teams when he was on there. And I would rock the fuck out of an LT green 21 jersey. All right. Other things that I had realized here is we might be heading towards another pandemic. Bird flu apparently is mutating. And it's been a problem for birds, obviously, which is one of the reasons eggs are expensive. The CDC has been basically muzzled by the new administration, and there's a signal channel that's been started by public health officials to provide H5N1 updates. So basically, their current assessment is that bird flu will go viral and global at some point. And I don't know, man. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that we're ready for another pandemic? There is a vaccine, but it is in scarce supply. So I don't know, man. I got influenza A really bad, and I've always been an anti-flu shot guy. I did get my COVID shot in boosters, but that was because I was around my dad, who was very compromised and in his 90s. But I was pretty much locked down for a year and a half, 2 years. So I don't know. I'm in a different place now. I was against the flu vaccine, but after getting so sick this year, I might take it next year. So would you take another vaccine? Even if you were pro-vaccine, are you still pro-vaccine? Will RFK even let us take a vaccine? Is that even going to be a choice that people get to get a vaccine? Is the U.S. going to be like a no vaccine country? Like, that would be fucking insane if bird flu hit and RFK was like, yeah, but we're going to do ivermectin and we're going to do sunlight and bleach for bird flu. That would be crazy. All right. So yeah, watch yourselves, take care of yourselves. The signal channel is Dr. Richard Hershon. That's putting all this information out if you guys want to go take a look at the signal. Other health, this is kind of Hellscape Watches, which we do on Mi Gente Show, but and the reason I'm live on Mi Gente Show is because I wanted an Instagram stream as well, but my Big Chief Burrito account is not professional, and I didn't want it to be professional, so this is kind of like a hybrid of Fireside Chats and Mi Gente Show. This is just Coffee with the Chief, and I'm okay with having it over on Instagram on the Mi Gente Show thing, even though no Sophia, she's working her day job and I have mornings free. So this is what I'm doing, content early. All right, Coffee with the Chief here on a Friday, Valentine's Day. Shout out to all the ladies and all my crushes. who, if you got your shit together, we might have a date tonight. But you over there bullshitting, and therefore I'm with my dogs, and I'm gonna be at the tattoo shop stabbing people like Cupid with needles, not arrows. So here we go. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This also came across my desk today. There's a story on Yahoo News about somebody who is very upset because Doja's cleaning house, apparently, allegedly, and what a lot of these people that are, go Elon, sort of like simps, don't realize is that, and I said this on the show, the Broken Clock is twice right there is a shitload of government corruption. There's a shitload, and there's probably not a more corrupt organization than the DNC. So Democrats are incredibly corrupt. Republicans are incredibly corrupt, and government is incredibly corrupt. So yeah, there's a lot of excess and a lot of fat. But what they're doing is they're just like taking line items and saying, all right, we have 10,000 employees, we can do it with 7,000. So they're cutting 10, 15, 20% of a workforce for a department. And every single one of those line items is a person with a government job. And, in this country, getting a federal government job is sort of the definition of job security, of security in life, because you have health insurance, you have a job, you have a steady paycheck, even though debt ceiling bullshit and budgets always be like, oh, there might be, you might get some paychecks late once in a while, but you have a secure job. And as long as you're not completely incompetent, you're usually able to keep your job or get a cushy government job. That's kind of like a dream of a lot of people, to get a cushy government job. So these people that had cushy government jobs in different departments are suddenly realizing that they're not so secure anymore. And a lot of them voted for Trump. So here's a couple of notes from this. We voted for border security. We didn't vote for my husband to lose his government career and benefits for which he has worked so hard. This possibility is looming over countless families right now. We don't know what our financial future holds. My husband dedicated the better part of his life to this country, first in the military and now working for the government. I have watched as he busted his ass every single day for his job. Our story is like many others, yet the Trump administration see them as a budget line item. So when you're just seen as a number, like a $70,000, $80,000 salary that you can slash, instead of as a person. We're not a fucking line item. We're real people with families who need to put food on the table just like everyone else. We have done nothing but support this country. To be disregarded and tossed out to save a buck is sickening. I support Trump on many things. But I won't support him on this. He has already lost my support. So, short answer, he doesn't really give a fuck because he doesn't need to get elected again. He's already has rules in his favor that say that, anything that the president does is above the law and it doesn't really matter for him. So this will be an interesting year. And like I said before, you can laugh in people's faces and say, ha ha, Trump's your president, tough shit, Trump's your president, ha ha, he's your president now, you can't say no, my president. But the reality of it is he's your president too, man. Just, it's the old Rorschach thing. It's like, you think I'm stuck here with you guys. No, you guys are stuck here with me. And we're all stuck in this bullshit. The fuck around found out means that no matter who you voted for, no matter who you voted against, and or what you believe in, we're now in the same world. So we're in a world where Trump voters that work for the government have realized that they mean nothing to him, and that their job is just a number on a analyst level 6, $800,000, or $80,000 a year. That's all you are to them. You're not a person who voted red or blue. You are nothing to them. To a billionaire and a bunch of 20-year-old college guys, you are nothing to them. You are simply a number. You're not a person that went to the military and had tours in Afghanistan and came back and got a government job and never missed a day. You are nothing to them. So it means nothing for them to say, oh, we're doing efficiency, we're doing government efficiency. There was 10,000 employees, and now there's 8,000 employees. And for veterans who overwhelmingly vote Republican, the Veterans Affairs Department, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, fired 1,000 employees. And now there's one thing I know about the Department of Veterans Affairs, and is that it is famously very efficient. And all the veteran friends that I have all tell me how much they love dealing with the Department of Veterans Affairs for their checks, for their medical needs, for all that stuff. They love it. They say, oh my God, it's so efficient. There's so many people there. They should fire 1,000 people and be even more efficient. So what happens is they fired 1,000 people. And that should make things smoothly, like you're saying, Luke. But what if those people were like redundant? What if those people didn't get shit done? Well, each one of those 1,000 people decided to go work for the Department of Veterans Affairs and had a government job where they were at least at some level dedicated to trying to help veterans. And yeah, so what do you guys think? I got a text message. It could be shop related. Let's see what's up. Very nice. Tattoo picture. All right. So, government efficiency. People that voted for Trump now realizing that they got fired with no warning because they're just a number. 1,000 people less in the Department of Veteran Affairs, which should help veterans immensely. Latinos realizing that it's not the good or the bad ones that they're coming after. It's all of them. What else happened in the news this week? RFK and Trump want a study of abortion pill safety. So not only did they roll back Roe v. Wade, they pushed it back to the states, but Biden tried to protect it by saying, that some things were still going to be allowed, like abortion pills, abortion medicine over the mail. And now this is clearly just like a step one of outlawing abortion pills federally. So the attack on women's health continues with RFK as the dude. So yeah, ladies that voted for Trump. So now we have veterans, male and women. We have Latinos. We have Muslims. So here's a list of people that have now realized that they might have fucked up by voting for Trump. We have veterans because the Department of Veterans Affairs has fired 1,000 people. We have veterans who now work for the federal government because of the same fact that they're firing thousands and thousands of government employees. And guess what? They're not checking who you voted for. They're not saying, hey, were you a Trump? Were you red? Were you blue? No, they're just getting rid of shitloads of people. So thousands of federal employees who thought they had a cushy federal job are getting fired. So it doesn't, so we're all fucked. Latinos that voted for Trump are now getting deported and their families are getting harassed. Muslims that voted for Trump are now realizing that it didn't matter who won. The plan was always going to be to make Gaza a parking lot and then redevelop it into Trump world Middle East. And we've lost the moral high ground to China, as they say that Gaza belongs to the Palestinians and that it's against forced displacement. China is saying this. China is saying it's against forced displacement, and that Gaza belongs to the Palestinians. I still think they're doing like a throw all the shit against the wall and see what sticks sort of situation with everything. And we'll see how it plays out over the next 4 years. It's going to be interesting. I have a feeling we'll be talking a lot about this. Let's see what else we have. Also, there's a war in Ukraine still. There's genocide happening in various places around the world. And the U.S. is now threatening Russia. So WW3 could be down the way. So, hey, man, we could have a pretty interesting next couple of years. All right, anything over on Blue Sky? Nope, nothing happens on Blue Sky. Kanye and Bianca Censori have broken up. Oh my God. On the next Me Gente show, we'll be talking about the Blake Lively situation. We'll do a deeper dive into Amelia Perez, the stuff that we're doing. I do have some Fireside Chats episodes coming up with some interesting people, filmmakers, activists that are coming in. So we will be having more content as we move forward. Across the board, you'll see a little bit more of me, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, etc., etc. So, Big Chief Burrito telling you guys to remember not to take things too seriously, because after all, we're floating through space, stuck to a rock by magic in an infinite void, and everything that ever has or will or you've seen in your life or will or ever been created all comes from a single explosion billions of years ago. And we live in a galaxy the size of a grain of salt in a sand, and it's spread over the largest beach you've ever seen in your life. And yet we find meaning in life, love, on a day like today, where we pick people or think about the people that we love, friends, family, partners, ex-partners, partners to be. And we think about love and embracing each other, even though we're meaningless. So there's meaning in that. There's meaning in embracing each other, loving each other, being friends, being lovers, being a family, during this existence. And all the shit that's going around us, will be over in an instant. But we existed and we are part of the universe. We'll be forever part of the fabric of the universe. We will return to stardust at some point. And, there's beauty in that. So enjoy your Valentine's Day, everybody. We'll do more Coffee with the Chief on the sporadic. Probably Monday, Fridays, I think, are good days for me to do them. Kind of catch up on the weekend and catch up on what happened during the week. And we'll go from there. One last reminder, do not propose today, because if something goes wrong, you've given it to her as a gift, and then you can't get it back. So, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'll be at the tattoo shop stabbing people all day. Have a good night.